Hey there guys, Kate here, and today we are gonna be talking about a really strange story from old Roblox in which someone deleted hundreds of millions of Robux worth of items. But before that, if you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Just hit like and subscribe, because why not? It's free and I would appreciate it. So as I said a moment ago, someone deleted copies of limiteds that were worth a lot of Robux. So let's go back to 2010. In 2010 it was a very different story. You could actually delete limiteds from your inventory, and there were also many strange ways to get rid of limiteds. So okay, generally when a limited is considered to be rare, that is because of course there wasn't a lot of that limited item to begin with, and over the years people tend to get banned and less will exist due to people getting banned. So let's get to today's item, which is the Euro 180. So here's the Euro 180. As you can see, it's a limited. It was released on March 12th, 2010, and well, right now it's 6,777,777,777. Okay, and it had an original price of 7, not 65, but yeah, so if you got this for 7 Robux, that's a giant investment, assuming someone buys it for this much Robux. And the head is 180 degrees backwards, hence the name. So the Skater Head series was a very popular series of heads from 2010 to 2011, with a lot of classic heads being produced at this time. There were some spin-offs later, but these are the main ones that existed back then. All of them only had 100 copies to be sold, and all of them sold for the ridiculous cheap price of 7 Robux, as I said with the Euro 180. Nowadays Roblox cannot do this kind of stuff anymore due to bots, because for example when Roblox released the Purple Indie in 2011 for 7 Robux with 100 stock, it's still to this day the fastest selling limited of all time, where it's sold out in just 5 seconds. And it's crazy how 14 years later it still holds the record. But anyways, the Euro 180 is also unique because it is 180 degrees backwards on your head. This was very unique in 2010. So back when it came out in 2010, there wasn't a lot of bots or limited notifiers, so it took like about a few minutes to sell out. But it's what happened right after it sold, which is strange. So if you really think about it, it's 2010, anybody could have gotten this head, even if it's 7 Robux. A large portion of Robloxians have 7 Robux, so some kid might have gotten lucky and stumbled across this head for 7 Robux on the catalog, purchased it, and that's exactly what happened. A bunch of kids bought this for 7 Robux. And they didn't really realize what they were getting was gonna be really rare or how cool it is, so they sold it for a few hundred Robux afterwards. So back in the day it was very commonly bought and sold because first of all, nobody really got banned with it yet, and second of all, like people didn't realize how important it was for stuff to be rare. So what is the story? How did people delete over millions of Robux of value? So limiteds have serial numbers, like the Dominus Astra goes from 1 to 26. Well, there's a strange incident occurring with the Euro 180. So the Euro 180 originally had 100 copies, but if you go on the Roblox item page now, and if you scroll down a little bit, quantity sold 42. Why is that? Every skater head had 100 copies, the Euro 180 included. So let me tell you what happened. So altogether that's 58 copies missing, 58 serial numbers of the Euro 180. They do not exist anymore. So more than half of the copies of the Euro 180 are gone, and there's currently only one person reselling this. Also, there are now only around 15 copies in existence. But if we take its value, which is 5.5 million, so let's count by that. So 5.5 million times 58 is 319 million Robux. So yeah, that's 319 million Robux worth of euros that were deleted from existence. Well, in today's value. So how did they do this? How did the people who did this do it? So let's say back in the day on Roblox, you had a limited that you just didn't want. And if you wanted to sell this for 1 Robux, Roblox would ask you, are you sure about that? It will let you sell it. But back in the day, you could literally not sell an item for 1 Robux. And what these people were doing is that they would buy euros for cheap and then sell them to Roblox. Because if you try to sell it for that price, it will be like, okay, do you want to sell the item to Roblox for the rep? And basically what it would do is it would take the recent average price, which will be 1000 in this case, and Roblox would give you that, and it would delete the item from its distance. Now, that is the story behind a lot of deleted limiteds, but the fact that 58 euros were deleted, yeah, let's get into the story a little bit deeper. So 58 copies were deleted of the Euro 180, and the two people that are largely responsible for this is Epicene and a guy called PDog417. So these two people are largely responsible for deleting 58 copies of the Euro 180. The way they did it is that they purchased 58 copies of the Euro 180 and then they sold back those copies to Roblox for 1 Robux, and then Roblox will not let you do that and would give you the recent average price. So yeah, that's the story of how 58 Euro 180s were deleted from its distance. But on that note, that was the video, so thanks for watching and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.